Alright, welcome back to Terrible at Fishing. Well, we are going to talk about a new rod. And this is one of the most affordable rods that you could purchase. Now, I will tell you something about this company, Piscifun. And Piscifun is probably the best customer service company I've ever run across. I mean, I had a broken rod recently, and just a tip broke off, and that happens. I mean, I've had, Shimano's break, I've had Cajun's break, I've had Bass Pro Shops. I mean, it happens. What happens afterwards is more important, in my opinion. Piscifun, well, they didn't make the rod anymore, and they're willing to give me just about anything I wanted, including their new catfish rod, but I don't catfish. And it just wouldn't have been the right rod for me. So I asked to get what they had in stock, which was a Torrent. This is a $40 rod, which is half the price of what I paid for the other rod. But it's all they had. And what they did was really beyond expectations. I mean, again, they would have done anything if they had it. And they kept me in the know. I would get emails with updates because they didn't have it in stock yet. And they kept me updated, something that the other companies just have not done. I mean, Loomis hasn't kept me updated. Cajun hasn't kept me updated. And, I'll get rods from them, but you just don't get that. So let's look at this Torrent. I've never owned a Torrent, and it's a two-piece rod. Now, I've already fitted it, and it's got EVA foam grips. I love their handles. I really do. I love their handles with the exposed blank underneath your fingers, which is common, but it has a really good feel to it. I love the fact they put the hook keeper above the reel seat. It's got a really good, seat nut on it, and this one is a medium power, medium action. And it can throw as light as a 1/8 of an ounce. And that's really why I got it. I wanted something that could throw very light stuff. So I really didn't want a medium, maybe a medium light, but they didn't have it. So this is the closest thing I could get to the ultralight that I broke. I wish they still made it. Come on, Piscifun. Get more rods in stock. But it's a beautiful rod. It is a graphite carbon mix, stainless steel, with inserts on your eyes, or guides. It has really good backbone. It's got a good backbone. I think it's going to do really well out on the lake today. I did put the Spark Pro on it. I love the Spark Pro. It's a very tough reel, and still can cast very far with very light bait on it. So this is a 6'9". So you put 6 to 14 pound line on it. I got 6 pound line on it. I like to go as light as I can on this particular rod because of the lightness of the baits that I'll be using. I'll be using some very small, there's a whopper popper. Just a tiny guy. He'll be going on it. And this will be an interesting rod to test out today. The ferrule right here is a really nice fit. As soon as you put it in, there's no movement in it. And I'll tell you later, how it feels as a single piece after you put the tube. Usually, I don't have problems with that. But it feels it's a very tight, snug fitting that doesn't move. And that's a really, really good thing. But I love the Spark Pro. It's kind of, I don't care for the super duper color it's on. And I wish it was just all black. But a lot of people find that sexy. But I want to thank Piscifun for giving me the choice of many, many things, that they had in stock. Which wasn't many now. I mean, I would tell you guys to buy a Piscifun for just about anything and everything. but their rod selection right now is really, really, anorexic. And I would definitely hope that they're bringing in new rod lines. But their reels are fantastic. I love the Spark Pro. I love the Carbon X, which is their spinning reel that I use. And that's on my ultralight. But I like BFS too. So, their ultralight Carbon X rod that I use that broke the tip off, that particular rod is my BFS rod. What can you do? What can you do? But I want to thank Piscifun for this. I mean, they sent it to me free of charge. No, I didn't have to pay shipping. So the customer service was fantastic. And they've always done that. I mean, if I had an issue, they were always there and kept in close communications with me and updates. But I'm very, very impressed with, this is a $40 rod, the Torrent. $40. Get a bunch of them. I wish they had more than just two. They had a medium and a medium heavy in stock, so I had to go with the lightest one. But what a great, $40. It looks really, really good, and it feels good. So we're going to take it on the lake today, and we're going to see how it performs. That really is the telltale. But I like the backbone, and usually with a two-piece rod, you have a better backbone on it. Because the lower section is stiffer than the upper section, and so as it bends, you have more of a backbone down on the lower section. And what does a backbone do? A backbone allows you to set the hook and keep the hook in the mouth. Sometimes with the lighter rod, it just folds over, and it just bends, and it's hard to keep that tension on the hook. So with a stiffer portion of a rod, you're able to keep that hook in and maintain it. You'll find that in ultralight fishing you lose a lot of fish because you're basically fishing with a noodle with a lot of these. So, but I want to thank Piscifun yet again. You've got my loyalty as a company. We'll just see what we can do later with rods. Need more rods. That's what you need. I don't catfish. That Lumelite looks pretty cool, but I don't catfish. I'm a bass fisherman. Give me a cool bass rod that's, BFS. That would be really, really, really good. So, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I will see you guys a little later out on the water.